Hey guys, HMK with a little bit of an update before today's video starts. If you notice, there's been a little bit of a dry spot in the channel, and that's because a lot of professional and personal things have been happening to me behind the scenes. A lot of things I'm really excited about, and a bit of a stuff that I can't really share right now, but know that I have been writing a lot of gigantic Kingdom Hearts and Zelda scripts, and a bunch of collaborations are coming to the channel very soon. Other than that, I've been playing around with some ideas on how to move forward the channel and be more comfortable with the content that I bring out to you guys. I've reached out to a bunch of people, I've been in a bunch of meetings and all this stuff that I'll be able to reveal to you guys when it's all ironed out. One huge thing I can reveal is that I've been working very hard on the unification of the HMK brand, which means that you can find me in one singular tag for YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can find it all under HMK. They're all unified now, and you can find them under that one thing. That means I'm gonna have to bust out some new business cards and whatnot and change a couple of things over on the YouTube and Twitch channel. It's a bit of a big branding reconstruction moving forward with the channel. It's still gonna be HMK, it's still gonna be HMK, but now you can find it all under one name instead of, oh, Facebook is that, Twitch is that, YouTube is that. I was really getting tired of that, but now it's all bound, baby. So for updates with the channel and whatnot, be sure to follow all my social handles under one name, under one roof. I actually think that's pretty hype. A hype kingdom, if you would add. There's more updates and more surprises coming soon. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Hey guys, HMK here once again, and there's a bit of a conspiracy when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. So as we all know, that Nintendo Switch is getting a revision when it comes to the Nintendo Switch Lite, which is releasing in September 20th. But very recently, just now, we got the confirmation that the Nintendo Switch is getting an updated model. It's not the Nintendo Switch Pro that a lot of people have been, thinking that's going to accompany the Lite and the regular version. No, it's an updated model that, other than the battery life, everything seems the same, including the price. So the regular Nintendo Switch that I have here right now, it has a battery life of approximately 2.5 to 6.5 hours. But this new Switch, I mean, it's not called a new Switch, it's literally just an update Switch. All Switches will be replaced with this Switch, it's an updated model. This Switch will have 4.5 to 9 hours of battery life, which is more than the Switch Lite, which is weird. I know the Switch Lite is going to sell, but given that the Switch, the regular Switch, the new regular Switch is going to have more battery life than the Switch Lite when it has more features and components. You can still take it out on the go, it's just, smaller. And we don't even know if the Switch Lite is more durable, it has less battery life. So for a person like me, that is definitely not a cop. But I know it's going to sell. Animal Crossing and Pokemon are going to sell those things like hotcakes to the little kids. And that's okay. But the Nintendo Switch, the regular Nintendo Switch, which is coming out in August apparently, I'm going to get that. More battery life, more fun. I'm gonna take it on the go. I don't care. I already have a Switch. I'm gonna transfer everything and it's gonna be fine. But the conspiracy right now that's going on is that the Nintendo Switch Pro, apparently it's not gonna come out this year, and this is not the Nintendo Switch Pro. But one big thing about the Nintendo Switch Pro that makes it Pro is that it might have a bigger battery life, and that this console is testing out that battery in order to make sure that it's ready for the consumer product of the Nintendo Switch Pro. But the conspiracy goes a little bit more than that. It has to deal with The Legend of Zelda. As we all know, the Nintendo Switch launched with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which sold more than 14 million units as of now. Breath of the Wild. It launched with that. Now get this. The Nintendo Switch Lite is releasing September 20th with Link's Awakening. That's right. Link's Awakening, the remake, is a pretty light, get it, Zelda game. It's a light Zelda game. It was originally a Game Boy game that's now being remade for the Switch, and it's being released alongside with the Switch Lite. Something very light about it is that, you can take it on the go, it's not that big of an adventure, it's still going to be very enjoyable, but it's meant to help cradle the Switch Lite before Pokemon and Animal Crossing comes out, because it's a very light adventure, it's Zelda light. If you would think Breath of the Wild is something made for the Switch, even though it got developed for the Wii U, it's something that got, it's the flagship game for the Switch once upon a time. And then this may run pretty well, but not well enough. And that the Lite version of Zelda, Link's Awakening, is coming out on the Nintendo Switch Lite. Now, if the Switch Pro as we all feel the rumors is going to be true about the Switch Pro. What better Pro Zelda game would be than Breath of the Wild sequel? You get the dots I'm trying to line here, connecting the dots. The Nintendo Switch Pro is probably going to come out next year, 2020, alongside The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel. Breath of the Wild was just a stepping point for the Switch because, of course, it got developed as a Wii U game. It was Zelda regular. And then the Switch Lite is coming around with Link's Awakening. That's Zelda Lite. Zelda Pro is going to be Breath of the Wild sequel. A game that not only will use the product of the Nintendo Switch to the fullest, it would take it beyond that. Enhanced by the Pro in Switch Pro. And that's all part of the conspiracy. Zelda Breath of the Wild 1 got released with the Switch. Switch Lite is being released with Link's Awakening in order to hey, let's push this stuff. And that the battery life enhanced by the new Nintendo Switch, and that's the only thing changing, the price is the same, everything. The enhanced battery life is them testing that new battery for consumers to make sure it works on the previous model for the Nintendo Switch, to use that kind of technology for the Nintendo Switch Pro. And that the flagship game that's gonna help push the Nintendo Switch Pro, hey, check out this game, play it, Nintendo Switch Pro Enhanced. That game is going to be The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel. And it's gonna come out next year, 2020, because that's all part of the plan. To release and to enhance the Nintendo Switch family of consoles. That's all part of Nintendo's plan. That's how it's gonna work. The Nintendo Switch Pro Zelda conspiracy. It's gonna happen. It's happening with the regular Switch. It's happening with the Switch Lite. The next Zelda game that's coming out after Link's Awakening is Breath of the Wild sequel. And that game looks like a game that they will push the Pro with in order to get you to be a Zelda Pro, a Switch Pro, playing Pro mode, Pro Enhanced. Now, do I believe it's gonna be 4K or anything like that? It's a coin toss up in the air, but I really don't think it's gonna be 4K. But I mean, it's gonna bump up to a stable 60 frames, 1080p. Can you imagine that for a Zelda game like Breath of the Wild, 60 frames per second, 1080p? Now, it's unknown if the Switch Pro is going to either be an enhanced Pro Switch, or it's going to be a bigger, better dock that's gonna help, power up a Switch. But when it comes to that technological aspect, we're gonna have to wait and see. Because if that's the case, I would definitely just love to buy a new dock. But that dock sounds expensive and very, not fragile, but you have to keep it safe because there's gonna be a lot of technology in that in order to enhance its rate on the Pro. Not the Pro, but the Switch. But I feel that it could either be a Pro dock, a Pro Switch, or maybe even both. That you can't really put a regular Pro Switch on you can't put a Pro Switch on a regular dock and vice versa. But I do believe that Breath of the Wild sequel is going to be released holiday 2020 along with the Switch Pro, because Nintendo wants to make that money. Do you think the Switch Pro is going to be a thing? Do you believe in the Nintendo Switch Pro? Do you believe in the conspiracy that Nintendo Switch Pro is going to release alongside The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel? Let me know what you think in the comments section below. But I do believe in this conspiracy. It's all a machine. It really is. It's all in the plan. It's all what Nintendo wants you to think. It's all what Nintendo wants you to buy. It's just that money. And that they're releasing all these games that look kind of janky when not in docked mode, and it's gonna look better on the Switch Pro, on the Pro dock, yeah. And that's what's gonna happen because they want our money. They want it. That's what they need. Just remember this video before the ninjas come.